All right, good morning, welcome back. We are on another job here. We are gonna be working on a driveway restoration project. So got the soil conditioner out this morning, but basically what we got going on is a driveway that had some good ditch work done at some point. But basically what's happened is the ditches have kind of closed in. Hadn't been a lot of maintenance on a driveway in a while. So essentially, we're going to clean out the ditches. We're going to add some 304. I like to use that. It's dust a 1 3/4. But they've got some culverts here that were installed, which is a good idea for sure, that go across. There's 3 of them, but you can see the driveway's pretty rough. We've got some ditch work here, but the rough part of it is actually up the hill. The driveway is roughly, I think, 500 feet or so. So we're working on that today. So I'm up the driveway a little bit more. This is kind of where some of the major problem is. We've got basically a culvert that's probably plugged up here. Got a high crown, and really all the water is just making its way to the driveway, and it's the new ditch. So we'll work on that. We've got an area here that washes out pretty good. You can see. So, and we'll get up to the top of the driveway. So all in all, should be a pretty good project. Stay tuned. One of the things we have to contend with a little bit today is we do have a TNT, or I guess a telephone line that's running across right there, across the driveway. That is part of the issue too, is like this is probably one of the biggest spots that's washing out is through here. So we'll do the ditch work as best we can, then we'll kind of use gravel and material to kind of build it up against the bank. That way we've got some sort of fall away and some sort of kind of like captured area for the water to get down through here. And then we've got another culvert that runs down there. So I think all in all it's going to go pretty good. I mean, we probably will remove some of the material, and then the rest of it we'll use the tilt bucket, the Mongo Tilt bucket, kind of clean up the ditch. Get this all kind of worked up pretty good and make sure that we got a ditch carved out for the customer and get all the water flowing the right way.
All right, so here is some of my shaky drone footage. I'm still a newbie when it comes to flying in tight areas, but it's my best shot. You can see here on the driveway to the left-hand side that the ditch is pretty much non-existent, and so a lot of it has just settled. The driveway has been not maintained very well over time, and some of the culverts are kind of clogged up, so they've basically just overflowed to the driveway and created the driveway as the main ditch. All right, one of the things here that I love about the soil conditioners, you can see this was a pretty rough driveway, and we're grading it down pretty good with the soil conditioner. I'll show you a little bit of a pass here. This is the first pass that we did on the driveway. Clean it up pretty good.
So we are back about midway through the morning. I thought I'd do a little quick update. We've basically got this ditch kind of cut in a little bit. I've got to do a little bit more work up front. I'm not real happy with that one, but I've got the ditch probably about a third of the way down, and then Sean's been doing soil conditioner. It's doing a really good job on the driveway. I don't remember the before pictures and some of the drone stuff. Man, it was pretty rough, but the soil conditioner is just really bringing it back to life. And then we'll put some 304 stone on there in a little bit. First we'll roll it though, roll in what we got going on, and then finish out the ditch work. We've got a culvert here that's pretty well smashed in. We're gonna try to revitalize it, but it's a galvanized one. Pretty rough shape, but see if we can salvage it at least for a little while. Maybe have to put a different one in at some point, but yeah, just a little update. It's going pretty good. Soil conditioner does a great job. All right, so just finished lunch. So we got ditch worked out pretty good. We got some cleanup to do, and then I got to clean this culvert out. There's actually a culvert here that's kind of buried, so we got to get that all cleaned up. And then we've got the road soil condition. We rolled it, and then we've got, like I said, just a little bit of ditch cleanup work I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna start putting some 304 material on and get that rolled in as well. So far so good. Like I said, the only thing we gotta deal with is this one culvert here that probably needs replaced. We're gonna clean it out today. It has a good discharge spot over here, old galvanized, but it's unfortunately on this side, it is I don't even see it. Oh, there it is right there. So we'll get it cleaned up the best we can, and then we'll probably have to get that maybe replaced at some point. So anyway, we'll be back in a little bit. All right, good morning. Well, I didn't get any video at the end of the day yesterday because it would be the same as this morning pretty much. So back here, day 2. Got all the trenching done. Got to clean up a little bit of the edge here, but got all that done, and then we've got all 304 down the first half of the, or I guess the last half of the driveway. Got rolled in yet, but got to do the other half of 304 and then get it rolled in. But looking a lot better. Got it cleaned up, the ditch cleaned up. Looks real nice. Out by the road's all done. So today's just going to be, again, just dropping some stone on the driveway, cleaning up some of the edge of the ditch, and then final and clean up. That'll be it. All right. All right, so that's a wrap. We got the driveway all put in, 304 rolled in, nice and compacted. We got the ditches all cleaned out. We are going to come back and put a layer of 4s on, since something I didn't talk about, I don't think, in the early part of this video was when we started in a soil conditioner, we didn't really find any base. So, you know, one would assume there's some base stone, like a 2, something like that. So didn't find any base. So looks like it was just basically clay soil with 57s dumped on it over time. Saw 2s in the very beginning when I came down here, look at this job originally. So I just assumed there was 2s in here, but so we put 304 down, and we're gonna put a load of 4s on top of the 304 and get that all finished up. That's gonna be actually next week, so you won't see that on the video. So you can see we've got nice clean ditch work. I talked to the customer. We are gonna also come back and replace this culvert. Pretty rough shape, so we need to get that fixed up for them. Just don't have time this round to do it, and we got a dry spell coming up the next 2 weeks, so it should be good to get it back in and come back out and get it all finished up. So hope you enjoyed the video, the drone footage, and we've got some of the time-lapse stuff. I don't know, it's pretty speedy and maybe a little bit jerky, so I don't know if we'll do some maybe live type work in some of the time-lapse stuffs, but I know it gets kind of boring after a while watching somebody run a machine. So anyway, appreciate tuning in, and I'll see you next time.
All right, enjoy the drone footage as we go back up the driveway. I'm a little more confident on this run, so hopefully it turned out okay.